Alright, so let's start with reading section 3. Making a loss is the height of fashion. So here we need to answer 14 questions, right? Alright, now let's check all the answers again. 1, C 2, A 3, D 4, A 5, B 6, yes 7, no 8, not given 9, yes 10, no 11, D 12, F 13, B 14, A. Okay. Alright, now let's start with the first question. Number 1. Okay, Thiên Nga, read that. Yes, what is the main topic of the first paragraph? So with this type of question, we just need to read the first paragraph and then we say, okay, what the main topic is, right? And the answer is C. The losses made on haute couture, right? So the losses made on this, and that is the main topic of the first paragraph. Now let's have a look at the first paragraph. Tell me, where is that? Yeah, haute couture. Yeah. Buoyancy. Boast. Okay, here it says the losses made on haute couture. So that's the main topic. We are talking about the losses. Okay, the losses made on this. Okay, yeah. So the first paragraph, given that a good year, yes, even that is the good year. So what's going on here in the haute couture business is what happened where you lose even more money than usual. I mean, the more money you lose, I mean, they feel like the more winning you gain. The prevailing mood in Paris last week was a buoyancy. The big name designers were falling over themselves to boast of how many outfits they had sold at below cost price. Below cost price, that means that they sold the outfits at a loss. They didn't gain anything. They didn't earn any money based on that. That was a loss. Okay? And how this proved that the fashion business was healthier than ever. Oh my God, this is really strange here, right? Really, really strange here. Here, Jean-Paul Gaultier reported record sales, but we don't make any money out of it. I mean, they just lost money. Okay? The designer assured journalists backstage, no matter how successful you are, you can't make a profit from couture. Explained Jean-Jacques Picard. Okay? Yes. All right, now, so it's clear. Now let's move on to number 2. Oh, I should call Nhi first, right? Okay, Nhi, go. Yeah. Yes. So here in this passage, they use kind of a lot of words from French. Okay, so the pronunciation is quite hard. The writer says that Jean-Louis Serre, and the answer is A, upset other couturiers. So the writer says that this guy upset other couturiers, right? Where is that? So how can we answer this type of question? Of course, we have to look at the name first, right? This is a very specific question, so we just need to look at the name and read all the information related to that name, right? Okay, where is that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's a little bit too much. We don't need that. We don't need that much. Yes, you're right. So we can start reading from the beginning. So outraged, okay, outraged that he was losing money on evening dresses costing tens of thousands of pounds, the couturier, Jean-Louis Serra, to House of Treason from his colleagues, published a detailed summary of his costs. So that's all. That's enough. Because he said here they say that Jean-Louis Serra upset other couturiers, right? Upset, I mean, makes them angry. And here they say to house the treason, to house of treason from his colleagues. Do you understand that one? To house of treason, that means that to house of, that means to criticize, and treason, that means you betray your country or you betray someone. Okay, so to house of treason, that means from his colleagues, that means his colleagues said that he is a treason. He's a, okay, so they criticize him for treason, tức là tố ảnh cái tội, tức là chỉ trích ảnh tội phản quốc hay là tội phản bội. Nhưng mà đây là dạng như phản bội. Phản bội là cái gì biết không? What? Yes. No, that's what he did. But actually, like he's stay against whom or what? Which organization or what? The whole country? Is he selling his country? No. So why do they say that? So why did he upset? Why did he upset all of his colleagues? Why? Yeah, that is, yeah, that's correct. But so what does that mean? What does that mean? Because here the couturier Jean-Louis Serra, to House of Treason. That means everyone, oh no, his colleagues, not everyone. I mean, his colleagues criticize him as a traitor or for treason. That means that because he published the real cost, and that means that he is playing against the entire industry, not his country, but against everyone else doing the same thing as what he's doing. You understand? Tức là phản bội lại nguyên cái ngành công nghiệp đó hoặc là các đồng nghiệp, tại đâu có ai, because nobody was trying to talk about the real cost of those evening dresses, right? Because normally they say, oh, I earn a lot of money, I could sell these evening dresses at high cost, so that means that I could earn a lot of money, right? But in fact, no, they didn't earn any money at all. You understand? But now he published that. He published a detailed summary of his costs, and no one is happy about that, especially his colleagues, right? For example, like a fair price would have been £50,000, okay, but the couturier could only get £35,000 for it. I mean, like 15,000 short. 15,000 pounds short compared with the real cost. So that was a loss, right? That was a loss, a big loss. So no one likes it. Okay. Tức là không ai nói ra cái điều thật đó, nhưng mà ông này ông lại đi tung ra hết. Ok, cho nên là người ta mới ghét ổng là vậy, người ta kêu ổng gán cho ổng cái tội vậy, phản bội. You understand? Okay. So that's why here it say the writer says that Jean Louis Serre upset other couturiers. Yes. Okay. Just like some, do you know magicians? They have a lot of tricks, right? And some other people, they try to reveal all of the tricks. And of course, no magician likes it. Because if everyone knows the tricks, then how should they watch it again? You understand? Giống như trong ảo thuật đó, tự nhiên có mấy ông mà đi lên review hết cho mọi người xem cái trick hết, thì ai coi ảo thuật nữa. You understand? Alright, now number 3. The writer says that the outfit Jean-Louis Serre described, D, should have cost more to buy than it did. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, that's the right place. Yes, one outfit he described contained over half a mile of gold thread, 18,000 sequins, and had required hundreds of hours of hand stitching in an atelier. Okay, a fair price would have been £50,000, but the couturier could only get 35,000 for it. I mean, the cost was much higher. Okay, the cost was what? A fair price. Oh, not the cost. A fair price would have been £50,000. That means that the writer says, well, if you want to buy that dress or that outfit, you should pay, or you should have paid £50,000 instead of just £35,000. Okay, so that means that the writer says that that outfit should have cost more to buy than it did. That means that people should have paid more for that outfit. Not £35,000, but they should have paid £50,000 for that one. And the writer thinks that is a fair price. Okay? Why that is a fair price? Why? Why does she think or he think this is a fair price? Why? Yeah, because that outfit contained over half a mile of gold thread with 18,000 sequins and had required hundreds of hours of hand stitching. Do you know hand stitching? They have to work manually, by hands, manually, hundreds of hours. That's a lot, right? And it also costs a lot of, they use some very expensive materials there. Okay, like half a mile of gold thread and 18,000 sequins and some other things as well. Yeah? Okay. Now number 4.
In the first paragraph, the writer states that all courier makers think that the term value for money has a particular meaning for them.
Yes. In the third paragraph, so you just need to read in the third paragraph, the writer states that haute couture makers, the answer is A, think that the term value for money has a particular meaning for them. Okay. Now, where is that?
Paragraph 3,
Mm-hmm.
number 5.
Mm-hmm.
When such a table of old love starts talking about value for money,
Mm-hmm.
it isn't to convince anyone that dresses costing as much as houses or a bargain.
Mm-hmm.
Rather, it is to preserve their
Peculiar
peculiar,
mistake.
lucrative associations in threatened interests that culture represents.
Yeah, represents. Yes, okay. Yes. Paragraph 3, line number 5. When such a temple of old wealth starts talking about value for money, it isn't to convince anyone that dresses costing as much as houses are a bargain. Rather, it is to preserve the peculiar mistake, lucrative associations, and threatened interests that culture represents. So, here the writers try to say what? That is the haute couture makers. Those makers, they think that the term value for money has a particular meaning for them. So here they say, they only explain, it isn't to convince anyone that dresses costing as much as houses are a bargain. So that's not the meaning. They don't try to convince people about that. But what is the main purpose here? Rather, it is to preserve, okay? It is to preserve the peculiar, mystic, lucrative associations and threatened interests that culture represents. So that is the meaning for that term, value for money, in this case. Yeah? So when they start talking about value for money, they try to preserve the peculiar mystic, lucrative associations, and threatened interests that culture represents. Okay? Alright, now number 5. Thư.
The writer says in the fourth paragraph that this disagreement over the future of haute couture.
Yes, the writer says in the 4th paragraph, so we just need to search in the 4th paragraph, that there is disagreement over the future of haute couture. Okay, where is that?
In the first line,
Mm-hmm.
essentially the arguments couldn't be simpler. On
Mhm.
one side are those who say that the business will die if it doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, those who say it will die if it does.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yeah, right from the beginning, right? Essentially, the arguments couldn't be simpler. On one side are those who say that the business will die if it doesn't change. On the other are those who say it will die if it does. So that is a disagreement, right? So that is a disagreement over the future. Yes, they are talking about what will happen. So one side says that the business will die if it doesn't change, and on the other side, people say it will die if it does. So they are talking about the future of haute couture. Okay, so there's a disagreement there. Okay, yeah, all right. Now number 6, Hương. The way that companies use haute couture as a marketing device is clear. The way they use that is clear, and the answer is yes. So that's correct. Where is it? Okay. What? The way that companies use haute couture as a marketing device is clear. The way they use that as a marketing device is clear. Where does it mention about marketing device? What? Paragraph 5? Okay, Huy, tell me. What? Someone else, please. Because when you say that the way that companies use haute couture as a marketing device is clear, I mean that way must be clear. I mean it's obvious, everyone can see that. Where? Yeah? Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Increasingly, you culture as a marketing device for more profitable, ready to wear, and accessory.
Yes, that's right. Right? Paragraph 5. Line number 5. Yeah? So far, so traditional, but the big four operators, Chanel, Dior, Givenchy, and Gaultier, increasingly use couture as a marketing device for their far more profitable, ready-to-wear, fragrance, and accessory lines. Okay, so now tell me some similar words and phrases for them. Because here they mention companies. So, companies in this case means? Yeah, it means the big four operators, and they mention the names of these guys, right? So that means companies. They use haute couture as a marketing device. Yes, I can see the word. Increasingly use couture as a marketing device here, right? And here they say it's clear. The way is clear. How can you use that? Yes, for their far more profitable, ready-to-wear, fragrance, and accessory lines. Do you understand that? Yeah? So that means that they use couture as a marketing device. That means they make themselves be very popular and very famous, and they think, oh, they are a luxurious brand, okay? And then they sell something which people can easily buy, like some ready-to-wear, fragrance, and accessory lines. I mean the products, okay? Some very common products like that, and it's of course it's expensive, but not too expensive. It's kind of people still can afford it, okay? All right. Now, next one. Number 7, Huy.
Only when people are affected by the idea of name association is more.
Only wealthy people are attracted by the idea of name association. The answer is no. I mean, this is not correct. I mean, the idea in the passage should be opposite of this, right? Where is that? Yeah.
Line number 4. The time start where a woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single piece of culture can still buy a shade of trim for the price of a Chanel lipstick or even Chinese scrap.
That one. Where I don't see anywhere mentioning name association based on what you have just read, because you say the time start modern women blah blah until scarf, and I don't see anything related to name association.
This is the first one. The big idea being the one who is the greatest a name association. Culture of it may be unwearable, even unwearable, but the right of glamour and exclusivity is hard to resist. It's a whole
Yes. So you have to read from the beginning, right? The big idea being the one known in the trade as name association. Couture outfits may be unaffordable, even unwearable, but the whiff of glamour and exclusivity is hard to resist. The time-starved modern woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single piece of couture can still buy a share of the dream for the price of a Chanel lipstick or a Givenchy scarf. Now, tell me. So here they say only wealthy people are attracted by this idea, right? And the answer is no. I mean, it's opposite. That means not only wealthy people are attracted by that idea. I mean, poor people can also be attracted by that idea, right? Where does it say about poor people?
Number 4 is a time-starved modern woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single.
Yeah. Which one means a poor people, a poor person, or poor people?
Modern woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford.
Yes. Woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single piece of couture. So that means they are talking about some people who are not so wealthy, okay, and still and those people are still attracted by that idea, okay, yeah. Okay, now next one. 8. Okay, Nhi, back to you. Yeah. Pierre, this is also a very big brand name. Okay, is likely to return to producing haute couture. Not given. Return to producing that, right? So it has given you a name. So the thing you need to do is just look for somewhere mentioning that name. Where is that?
In the next page, to line number 4.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
By the 1980, the number has fallen into 50, and today the count is no longer reached.
Yes, okay. Yes. Here they mention about Pierre Cardin, yeah. So once had almost 500 people working full-time on couture, but by the 1980s, the number had fallen to 50, and today the house is no longer registered. Okay? It just mentioned about the reduction in terms of number of people working full-time there, but it doesn't mention whether this brand or this company is likely to return to producing haute couture. It doesn't mention anything about that. Okay? It doesn't mention any possibility that they will return to producing haute couture. Okay? All right, number 9. Yeah, some women who can afford haute couture clothes buy other clothes instead. Yes. Where's that? Yeah? The first line? Modern life tells the story. Younger women, even the seriously wealthy ones, find ready-to-wear clothes invariably more practical and usually more fun. And here they say, well, some women who can afford haute couture clothes buy other clothes instead. Yes, that's right. So we have younger women, right? And tell me, who can afford haute couture clothes? What does that mean? It means what in this case? Yes, even the seriously wealthy ones. That means that they are talking about rich people, rich women here. And then buy other clothes instead. So we can see that they find ready-to-wear clothes invariably more practical and usually more fun. So they buy something else instead of haute couture things. Okay? Number 10.
It is hard to understand why some haute couture companies are doing well.
Yes, it is hard to understand why some haute couture companies are doing well. And the answer is no. I mean, it's not hard to understand that. Okay? Why? Where?
The last paragraph.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Why then harder surviving couture houses smiling because they trade in fantasy, and in these times more people want to fantasize.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, that's right. So why it still work, right? Why then are the surviving couture houses smiling? Because they trade in fantasy, and in these times more people want to fantasize. So that is the reason. We received so many orders, we might not be able to deliver them all. So the clothes are rolled out and the couture losses roll in, and everyone agrees that it's good business. And just because of that, and then we can understand why some haute couture companies are doing well. Because people want to fantasize. Okay? Okay, now 11.
In his book, Nicholas claims that haute culture is dependent on a very small number of customers.
Yes, in his book, Nicholas Coleridge claims that D. Haute couture is dependent on a very small number of customers. Where is that?
Line number 6 on the bottom.
Yeah.
In his book, The Fashion
Conspiracy.
Nicholas colorist estimate that the entire culture industry rests on the wings of less than 30 enormously wealthy women, and although the number may have grown in recent years with the new
Prosperity.
prosperity of Asia, the number of culture customers worldwide is no more than 4,000.
Yes, that's right. Yes, you can read from in his book until the end of that paragraph, right? In his book, The Fashion Conspiracy, Nicholas Coleridge estimates that the entire cultural industry rests on the whims of less than 30 immensely wealthy women. And although the number may have grown in recent years with the new prosperity of Asia, the number of cultural customers worldwide is no more than 4,000. That means in the entire world, only around 4,000 customers. There are only around 4,000 customers for couture. Okay? Of course, many other people, they still buy, but they just buy some other things related to that brand name. Okay? They cannot afford the real one, the real couture one. You understand? For example, they sell some kind of evening dresses. Here they mention like the cost is like similar as a house, right? Like the third paragraph they mention, it isn't to convince anyone that dresses costing as much as houses are a bargain. So that means that these brand names, they can even make some dresses which cost the same as a house. So how many people can buy a dress with the same price as a house? Not so many, right? So in the entire world, only around 4,000 people. 4,000 people are doing that. But how about the rest? What do they buy? How about the other women who want to have something related to some big brand names? What do they buy? Yeah, they can buy some accessories, they can buy some lipsticks, right? They can buy some scarves, like that. So something which they can afford, but of course not something like at the price of a house. Okay? In the entire world, only around 4,000 people can do that. But for other women, they want to have a share of the dream, like they mentioned there, have a share of the dream, right? And then they can buy something there. Just like in which paragraph, like perhaps 7 or something, they say that the poor woman, remember, the time-starved modern woman who doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single piece of couture can still buy a share of the dream for the price of a Chanel lipstick, okay, or a Givenchy scarf, like that. Okay. Now number 12.
The head of LV image believes that if it is inherent.
No. Ủa? Đó bạn đó hả? Anh Thư à? Oh, okay, go. Yes, the head of LVMH believes that F, right?
Yes.
It is important to continue with haute couture. Okay, where is that? Do you know this guy? Have you ever heard about this guy? The head of LVMH. Bernard Arnault. I don't know whether I pronounce his name correctly, but Bernard Arnault. Have you ever heard of his name? Yes or no? No, never? Oh my God. He's not that famous? He used to be the richest man on earth. Used to be. And now he's still in the top 10 list. The top 10 richest man on earth. Một trong 10 người giàu nhất thế giới, đã từng đứng vị trí giàu nhất thế giới. Chắc các bạn nghe mỗi Bill Gates, right? Ok, bữa nào về chút nữa rảnh sách tên ông này nha, coi ông này. Ok, now tell me what. Yeah. Yeah.
It is hard to see how this works in practice.
Yeah.
Culture is what gives our fitness in essential pieces of history. Says Bernard Arnold, the head of Calvi English.
Okay. Yes. All right. It isn't hard to see how this works in practice. It isn't hard to see. That means it's very easy to see or understand, right? How this works in practice. Haute couture is what gives our business its essential essence of luxury, says Bernard Arnault, the head of LVMH, which owns both Dior and Givenchy. Okay, so that guy believes that it is important to continue with haute couture. Okay. Yes. 13. Yes, the former head of West Street, Lawrence, feels that B, people who defend haute couture are wrong. The former head, what does that mean? What does that mean? What? You don't understand the question, how can you answer that? That means the head, but not anymore, not now. He used to be the head. Okay, so that's why I say the former head. Okay, the former head. I mean, he used to be the head, but not anymore. Tức là người đứng đầu mà trước đây thôi nha các bạn. Hồi xưa thôi, còn giờ hết rồi. The former head, okay, feels that people who defend haute couture are wrong. Where is that? Yeah. Yeah, kind of. But do we need to read everything like that? Okay, couture's market has dwindled. Haute couture is a joke. Scarps, Pierre Berger, the former head of West Street Laurent, another house that no longer creates it. Anyone who tells you it still matters is fantasizing. You can see it dropping dead around you, all around you. Nobody buys it anymore. The prices are ridiculous. The rules for making it are nonsensical. It belongs to another age. Where today's couturiers, a real couturier, is someone who founds and runs their own house. No one does that anymore. Okay, so that means that he feels that what? People who define haute couture are wrong. I mean, they think, oh, that's ridiculous, that's wrong, right? Here, anyone who tells you it still matters is fantasizing, okay? You can see it dropping dead all around you. Nobody buys it anymore. The prices are ridiculous. So they think that kind of idea is wrong. Yes, okay, that's correct. Okay? All right, next one. The last one. The head of Dior states that.
Answer is A. There is great demand for haute couture.
Yes, there is great demand for haute couture. Okay, where?
In the last paragraph,
Yeah.
line number 3. We
Mm-hmm.
receive so many orders. We may not
Be able.
be able to deliver them all, says Minnie. So they know head of your so the clothes are broke out and the cultural lost roll in and everyone agree that it's a good business.
Yeah, we don't need everything. We just need because they trade in fantasy, and in these times more people want to fantasize. We received so many orders, we may not be able to deliver them all. Says Sydney Toledano, head of Dior. Okay? Yeah, so this person states that there is great demand. There is great demand means we receive so many orders, we may not be able to deliver them all, right? Okay. So different people with different ideas or opinions. Okay. Now, guys, any questions? Any words? Anything you don't understand? Yes?
Paragraph 4 from Word.
Yeah?
Line 2 from Word.
Yeah?
A share of the dream at a price.
Yeah. A share of the dream, right? Yeah, for the price of Chanel lipstick. So that means that here they say that like we always planned before, like this woman or these type of women, they cannot afford luxurious items from the big brand names. So what can they do? Because they really want to have or to buy those things. So what can they do? They can still buy a share of the dream. That means they just buy a piece of what they dream for, because those women, they really want to have that. Okay, they just want to have a piece of that. Like, oh, I really love that evening dress. It's so beautiful. I really love it, but I don't have enough money. So what can I do? I just buy a lipstick with the same brand name. So at least I can feel happy. You understand? Because there's no way. Some people who cannot doesn't make enough in a year. Okay, doesn't make enough in a year to afford a single piece of couture. They cannot do that. They cannot just work for 1 year and they cannot buy a house, you know. But the evening dress may cost the same as a house. So that's impossible for that woman to buy the couture. So what can they do? They just buy a lipstick instead. But it have the name Chanel there, so it's good enough for her. At least she has fulfill her dream of having the couture. Yeah, so like that. What else, guys? Mm-hmm. Okay, peculiar mistake, right? Rather, it is so here. It isn't to convince anyone that dresses costing as much as houses are a bargain. Rather, it is to preserve the peculiar mistake. Do you understand mistake? Peculiar. That means strange, unusual. Okay. Strange, unusual. And mystic is something kind of special or in a mysterious and attractive way. Okay. Bí ẩn, huyền bí đó bạn. Huyền bí. Còn thằng peculiar là giống như là kỳ lạ ha. Strange, unusual. Tức là một sự bí ẩn, kỳ lạ. And lucrative association. What does that mean, guys? I think the words peculiar and lucrative, you will see that a lot in IELTS. Lucrative, that means what? Means producing a lot of money. Sinh lợi, producing a lot of money. Sinh lợi, okay. Associations, that mean that kind of some relationships or relationships which can help you earn a lot of money. You see, lucrative associations, đó là những cái mối quan hệ sinh lợi, được không? Sinh ra nhiều lợi nhuận, lợi ích, tiền. And threaten interest. That means some interest. That means some kind of benefits which are threatened, which are being threatened. Có nghĩa là những cái lợi ích mà đang bị đe dọa. Okay, that culture represents mà cái ngành thời trang cao cấp này đại diện cho. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anachronism, right? It's a spectacular anachronism. What does that mean? Is it the same as the guy? Is it the same as the someone at somewhere here? Like the former head of West Street, Lawrence, he said that anyone who tells you it still matters is fantasizing. You can see it dropping dead all around you. Nobody buys it anymore. Blah blah, something like that. So that, okay. So here they say anachronism. That means like it's out its time. It's out its time already. It's not at the right time. Maybe it used to be like it exists in the past. It used to be right in the past, but it's not suitable anymore at the modern age. Okay, tức là giống như dạng lỗi thời ha. Spectacular thì bình thường mình dùng để khen cảnh đẹp đúng không? Nhưng mà này là spectacular anachronism, nghĩa là sự lỗi thời đáng kinh ngạc ha. So high suing, we are talking about culture, and that means that a long time ago, maybe in the past, it's very popular and it's suitable, okay, for the fashion, but now some people think, oh, this is a spectacular anachronism, so it doesn't fit anymore in the modern world. Yeah. Anything else? No? Nothing? Sure? Guys, after we fix and we explain everything already, maybe next time you can take your time, just read that again 1 or 2 times and make sure you understand all. And if you don't have any other questions, then we just move on to the next one. Yeah. If you still have some questions or any questions, and something you don't understand, then you can ask. Okay, guys? Yeah. I believe this one is quite hard. Yeah? Yeah, bazaar economics, right? Do you understand economics? Yeah, bazaar is something strange. Okay? It is strange in kind of attractive way, you understand? Alright. Okay guys, that's it for today.